Exciting front three in particular with Thompson, Beever-Jones and Ritin-Canarid on the right. I want to see some excitement from those sorts of players, and when you've got the threat of someone like Lauren James who can potentially come off the bench as well. But they're in their best form so far this season. I think Chelsea, a really good run of form in terms of results. So yeah, I think they'll be looking to finish this season strong and probably looking.
Match referee is Emily Heaslip. The game underway. Chelsea are building some good momentum. It is 5 wins in a row in all competitions, including the League Cup final win over Manchester United. Goes short to Thompson. Should score it, in fact. Cuthbert around the captain's armband. Nice shift and a shot. And actually belts it into a teammate in the end. Worked that nicely, though, Chelsea.
Yeah, you could see as soon.
She's actually done well, 2 against 1 to shut down Yana Fernandez. Is this the moment?
Yeah, it's a fantastic challenge. Showed great pace. Arguably used the wrong foot to tackle with, but got it right.
Fernandez. Oh, it's right across the face of goal and no one attacked it. And Chelsea will be relieved.
They will, but this is what happened in the game at Stamford Bridge. London City had their moments. It happened again last week against Arsenal, particularly from wide areas. They're really good in wide areas, but then there's no one there just...
And she is goal side of her defender. Oh, and again, there's no one there quite to make it. Godfrey will try and recycle. And no free kick for the challenge on Thompson. Godfrey has gone in behind Sawi. That does seem like a crucial head-to-head today.
Yeah, it's 1-1 in terms of challenges between Thompson and Fernandez. But yeah, I think Godfrey is certainly a player that London City want to get into the game. Clever little run off the back of Sawi there, but again, it's that final cross or positioning of a...
It's a super touch from Captain. Shifted out by Buchanan. Nuskin in. 2 runners at the back post, but neither can turn it in. And London City just about survive.
Yeah, Chelsea starting to grow into the game a little bit now, forcing some pressure in this half of the players back to their best, ready to try and challenge for the Champions League and the FA Cup. And you would have to say that if they end the season with that sort of treble, yes, without the WSL.
Well, they're in here. Ritin-Canarid jabs it into the net. An utterly ruthless finish when presented the chance. And Chelsea, to the delight of their travelling support in South East London, strike first.
Wonderful finish from Ritin-Canarid from the start of games at least, but I felt she started the season quite strongly for Chelsea, so I was surprised to see her come out of that side. But that's a fantastic run from out to in. It's a hopeful ball forward really from Buchanan. Aggie Beever-Jones doing what good number 9s do and being that presence, flicking it on. All too easy for Chelsea. London City will be disappointed with how easy that was for them. I think only West Ham has kept fewer clean sheets than them in the WSL this season, and that will really hurt them.
Just a second Barclay's WSL goal of the season, but one brilliantly constructed by Chelsea and finished. They look to threaten down the other end, and Nikita Paris will charge into space here. And Paris had her shoulder pulled back, couldn't get the shot away. Captain was one of those retreating. Looked mildly delayed in actually going to ground, but the referee was right on top of it.
Yeah, and it was a nice move again from London City, but I think that's where they miss an Izzy Goodwin or a...
Kick in a great position here. And bent towards goal, but it's straight to the goalkeeper from Gayoro.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty tame in the end. Sometimes the free kicks that are too close to the area are actually the hardest ones to get something from, because...
Cuthbert. Sawi. Oh, the cutback is excellent. And the 2 teenagers nearly link up. as Potter was there.
Got in the youngsters, it's Erin Cuthbert from one end of the age spectrum to the other, out to Sari, and then Lexi Potter doing what all good midfielders do, arriving late into the box, dare I say, Frank.
On 12 minutes, brilliantly taken by Johanna Rytting-Kaneryd, flicked on by Beaver Jones into her path midway through the first half. And as things stand, that's the difference at the break at the Den. London City Lionesses 0, Chelsea 1.
Time out with injury, in fairness, but she just doesn't quite look, you know, it's tough coming back into the team against, yeah, the games are sort of bypassing her at the moment, so I'm not surprised to see a change. I'm perhaps surprised to see still that there's no Delphine Cascarino.
Well, Chelsea have made a change.
That substitution.
Just got swiped by her compatriot Sangare. Oh, Thompson's won it. And Beaver Jones is in, and it's a really good stop from Letta. I did wonder if she was offside, but the flag stayed down, and that's a big chance for Chelsea.
Yeah, and Aggie Beaver Jones personally probably could have done with that going in the back of the net. You know, she started the season absent BWSL goals. She struggled a bit since the early part of the season, and you're just waiting for that to hit the back of the net. You know, Alyssa Thompson pressing well, is onside just about, I think, but that first touch just gets a little bit caught under her foot. There alongside a Millie Bright or a Lucy Bronze, players with loads of experience.
Aslani shifts it on to Nikita Paris. She goes down, and Nikita Paris is about to get herself booked for simulation.
Singing the praise of Asari, I wondered if the referee was going to point to the spot then, but she seems pretty convinced that there was nothing in it. And I think the referee's right there. I think Nikita Paris is playing for it. There's one sort of half a step, but there's no challenge for the ball.
Well, the corner's right into that near post. Looked a good delivery. Will be recycled. And that's an even better cross this time, and hooked away brilliantly. It was Nuskin who provided the acrobatics. Aslani tries to get it back in there. Good stuff from London City.
Yeah, really good. And they do this, London City. They start each half really well. They're always on the front foot. You know, you wonder, does the head coach have some really inspiring...
And the second half substitute, Lucia Corrales, is the player onto it.
There.
Patterson just about headed out, and the shot from range. The look-up is going to dip just over the top for now.
Yeah, decent enough effort. Never really looked like it was troubling the goal, but it's a decent connection, and for a split second may have had Hannah Hampton worried up to the half. For the players as well to adapt to a new coach. It's not easy.
Lunari's ball forward is outstanding, and the touches are really good too. Goodwin back in, and Hampton pushes it away. More players arriving in sky blue, but a super move from London City, and Cascarino was waiting in the middle.
Yeah, again, she's looked lively since coming on, and Goodwin as well. There was half a moment there where I wondered if it had opened up for a little chip. Just there as she brings it down, Hampton's way off her line. And a player of Cascarino's quality, I think, yeah, she's had a good game, and she's had a couple of moments where it's almost happened for her and her team, but again, wanted a touch. Could she have hit it first time? I'm not sure, but as soon as you have a touch in the penalty area, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get closed down. Missed there by Berman at the back post. It would have been difficult to hit first time, but this is the chance. Just there, there's an opportunity for me where she could dink that over Hannah Hampton, and she would have...
Squad management going on, given the Arsenal game in the Champions League in the week. Super pass, and they might be in here, London City. Oh, what a save from Hampton, but Goodwin! They deserve that. And Izzy Goodwin from the bench has levelled the game for the hosts of the Den. A super counter-attacking move, and despite the heroics of Hannah Hampton, she couldn't keep the hosts at bay. 1-1.
That's a really good goal. That is exactly what London City Lionesses deserve. I was pointing there for Cascarino to find the ball, and that's where, you know, maybe having players playing out of position, you know, nothing against Erin Cuthbert, but she's not a right back. And that ball was into Corrales' feet. It's a decent strike. It's a really good save from Hannah Hampton. That's where she wants her defenders to help her out. But Izzy Goodwin doing what all good forwards do in there to finish it off. Brave with her head. She'll really enjoy that, because I think there's been a little bit of criticism levelled at her recently that she